Those early days were incredibly busy in all facets. Everything was changing.
I tell you, it was the most wonderful coming together of everything that I felt passionate about. We had a commitment to ensuring that people with disabilities had the protections and rights and were accorded the same opportunities of all the rest of us. And we grew the program from that with the guidance and governance of people with disabilities and their families.
When we first privatized the organization, we were young.
There weren't too many staff here, and we were kind of learning as we were going along. We hired so many staff. We were constantly interviewing secretaries, intake staff, attorneys, advocates.
There was such collaboration, and we were starting off with an agency with new people, young people, people that were just getting married, starting families, and those are things that always draw people together.
I think it was very exciting working here, and it was almost like a family atmosphere. Everything was new. We didn't have like policies or procedures. That was all to come.
And so we grew from about 5 to 7 staff to 12. And we ended up, when I retired, we had a staff of between 40 and 50 individuals. We had about 12 attorneys, and we had about 20 advocates. It was a major undertaking, but I tell you, there is nothing that I can say that I'm prouder of. And to work with the staff and the board, the community, to ensure that this happened was probably one of my most proud accomplishments in life.
When we first started, we were very focused on individual cases, which, in a way are very satisfying because you can get something for an individual and help that individual and make a difference in one person's life. However, over the course of the years, you realize that there's a lot of other people who are not getting that benefit.
We had staff that, were in the state developmental centers and were in the state psychiatric hospitals. Once in a while, maybe, a nursing home, or if we got a complaint, maybe to a group home, but we really weren't doing larger scale monitoring or really kind of outside of the box, thinking about places where we could reach people.
The numbers were there were so many individual cases. At some point, it was advocates are assigned. They still could count on calling on the attorneys, but everyone was carrying large caseloads, which again comes back to the systemic work.
We've changed and grown to realize that we need to help a broader group of people, and then we would have a much bigger impact by doing more systemic work.
This wasn't just one person here or one person there. Everybody that we talked to was having the same issue.
We kept seeing the same problems over and over again. We realized if we kept representing one client at a time, no matter how well we did for that client, we weren't going to solve the problem, and we were always going to have a line out the door for our services. We were overwhelmed. Other advocacy organizations in the state were overwhelmed with the demand for individual representation.
It was like the same fight over and over for different individuals, oftentimes the same individuals, without the impact that could be made through systemic advocacy and legal work.
We made an affirmative call in 2019 after taking a careful look at the way we were organized and the way that we were handling cases and handling our advocacy, that we needed to start shifting towards more systemic impact.
When I came to Disability Rights New Jersey, I came with a vision of how I could take this agency that was already doing excellent work and really bring it to the next level, thinking about how we could take the excellent individual work we were doing and move it into systems changing work.
We are fortunate in New Jersey to have the partnership of 2 incredible agencies, the New Jersey Council on Developmental Disabilities and the Boggs Center, which is a University Center of Excellence on DD. Together, these agencies provide leadership, advocacy, and chart a course toward the future for all individuals and families with disabilities across the lifespan.
We focus on 3 main areas. We focus on ensuring that people are free from abuse and neglect and that their rights are enforced. We have a goal that really focuses on Olmsted, ensuring that people get to live in their own communities in manners that fit their own choice and independence, and exercising self-determination, which is our last goal, minimizing the use of guardianship to when it's really necessary, and supporting people's self-determination and supportive decision-making. I'm so proud of our staff who work every single day to take those goals and objectives and turn them into a reality for people, really transforming their lives and transforming the systems that serve individuals with disabilities in New Jersey.
The passion and the dedication from everybody, past and present, that I've encountered working here has been really inspiring, and I'm just really thankful to be a part of it.
It's been a privilege working for the organization, but truly the privilege was being able to provide assistance in any way possible to those who contacted our office. They are the true reason behind all of it.
I'd never been involved in anything like this. You know, we help people with disabilities, and I really enjoy that part of our work. I wish I could say that there would be an end to it and that people with disabilities would have rights like everyone else. But over the 30 years, I know there's still a lot of work to be done. And I think that the people that we have now are willing to do that work. And I see the excitement in the younger staff that we've brought on board.
You know, it's hard to believe that I've been here for 26 of the 30 years that this agency's been around. I've seen a lot, and I know how far we've come. We have a long way to go. People with disabilities continue to not get all the services and supports that they want and need to live in the community.
The mission of Disability Rights New Jersey is as important now as it ever was. The organization is now approaching its 30th anniversary, and we know that these conditions are lifelong and affect people across communities in New Jersey, the country, and indeed the world.
As I reflect on our history and my time on the board of directors, I want to commend all of our employees for their commitment to improving the lives of others. These selfless individuals have transformed lives by fighting for the rights of people with disabilities. Many have set aside potentially more lucrative careers to create a world where equality of opportunity is a reality for everyone. Here's to the next 30 years.
I think Disability Rights New Jersey is so well positioned right now to take on the next 30 years, really in a way that is intentional, that recognizes the intersectionality of disability and so many other marginalized groups, that puts a focus on empowering people with disabilities and ensuring that they really get to be the authors of their own lives. And we do that in so many different ways through our systemic advocacy, litigation, policy, through public reports, through the work that a representative payee team does to ensure that people are free from financial exploitation, and more.
We've come a long way, but we have a long way to go. As long as there's institutions, people are in institutions and they don't want to be there, there's work for us to do. As long as people with disabilities are being discriminated against, there's work for us to do. As long as children in the juvenile justice system are not getting the supports and services they need, there's work for us to do. I don't know what the next 20 years are going to bring, but I know that people with disabilities can't be forgotten about. People need to continue to advocate so that they have an equal opportunity to live the lives that people without disabilities have.
We've kept that fire burning, and we're passing it on to the new people that are coming on, and have also instilled it in the hearts of a lot of our children and family members. These are issues to look out for. These are things to be aware of. There are persons with disabilities that are just as worthy, and that you need to have the respect for all people. And if we keep that fire burning and we pass it along, I think we've done our job. We've done our job.
To all of you that are out there listening to some of these responses from my colleagues, please know that we do this all as a team. We are extremely collaborative. And every minute of this, no matter how strange some of it may get and how ugly some of it may look, we find tremendous joy in doing what we do. So thank you, Disability Rights New Jersey, and happy anniversary. Keep going 30 years strong.
Happy 30 years to Disability Rights New Jersey. I'm so grateful to work for such a great organization.
Happy anniversary, 30 years, wow.
Disability Rights New Jersey, happy 30th anniversary.
Happy 30th anniversary, and
have a great time.
Happy 30th anniversary to Disability Rights New Jersey, and I'm so excited to see where the next 30 years takes us.
Happy 30th anniversary, DRND. Thank you.
Happy 30th anniversary, but that sure is a long time it is, so it's hard to believe it's coming up.
Happy 30th Disability Rights New Jersey. Congratulations on all you've done and all you will do.